really a problem when I was preparing the program, but anyway. Wendy grew up in New Orleans, and in fact, her parents were here tonight, still live in New Orleans. And the Katrina tragedy affected all of us, but I don't think any of us who were stayed here in Texas can quite maybe really feel the depth of the tragedy for those who were there. And I cannot imagine what it was like for people who had family there and so forth. And writing this piece has been a lot to Wendy, and our playing of it means a lot to us. I'm going to share with you a little bit of the prose notes that she prepared to send to the publisher. Anyway, on August 29, 2005, the beloved historic city of New Orleans and the entire Gulf Coast region were battered by Hurricane Katrina. In this first movement, which she calls gumbo, you're going to hear a mixture of tunes that are associated with New Orleans. Do you know what it means to miss New Orleans? I don't know if I'm saying that right, because I'm not from there, but it rhymes. West End Blues, Mardi Gras, Mambo, when the Saints are marching in, just a closer walk to see, go to Mardi Gras, and Texas Line. In the second movement, the tragedy, the urgency has really begun to be felt. Everyone's encouraged, not encouraged, they're required to leave immediately. And you will hear the frantic, the panic almost, and you're also going to hear the traffic sound. Because as Wendy points out, all lanes move away from the Gulf, but they still get incredibly clogged, so you will hear that. The third movement is landfall, the eye of the hurricane making landfall. The fourth movement is the water. As Katrina made landfall east of the city of New Orleans, residents of the greater New Orleans area believed they didn't despair, as we all had hoped and prayed. Then the water began to rise. By the end of the day, on August 30th, 80% of the city was underwater. This movement is setting a two hymn, Wade in the Water, which symbolizes the flooding that ravaged the city, and Shall We Gather at the River, which symbolizes the chaos at the convention center, which sits on the banks of the Mississippi. Three chords at the end of the movement represent the breaches of the 9th Ward levee, the 17th Street Canal levee, and the flooding of St. Bernard Parish. Then, in the very uplifting fifth movement, the road home, residents, of course, had to stay out of that area for a very long time. Hundreds of thousands of citizens were ordered to stay away from what was left of their homes for at least a month. Many had nothing to return to, but vowed they would return regardless. The opening plain song of the Flute calls for the displaced home, followed by a solemn spiritual built on the theme song of the Mardi Gras crew of wrecks, if ever on people to love. Finally, the movement becomes a triumphant call to return and rebuild the homes that were devastated and to help the city rise again. It is our distinct honor to now present the world premiere of 829.